Good afternoon, everyone. Yan. So, let's start our orientation. No? So, welcome, and good afternoon sa ating library resources orientation. So, this orientation is medyo ang target natin dito yung mga nagagamit natin no sa M. So, sa Department of Mining, Metallurgical, and Materials Engineering. So, good afternoon. I am John Kenneth Cruz. Ako yung medyo facilitator and medyo magdi-discuss ng ibang aspects ng ating resources na magagamit natin from the engineering library. No. So, before we begin, here are some house rules. Okay. So you may use itong ating Q&A button if you have questions to the presenter. So anytime no, during the presentation, pwede kayong magtanong tapos later ko-compile natin siya, or if the presenter can address the questions via chat, no, pwede ring sagutan na natin. But sa dulo ng ating program, meron tayo talagang specific na Q&A session. Okay. Pwede rin kayong mag-type sa chat if you want to interact with the other members or with the other participants. So if you have insights on specific items, no, kung nagamit nyo na yung resource na yun, was it useful, kung paano nyo nagamit. Yeah. So, and kung may questions din kami, no, you can use yung chat para sagutin yung questions namin. Okay. Please, kahit naka-webinar format tayo, we hope you can still participate when we ask questions. So, pwede natin gamitin yung chat. Mamaya, gagamit din ako ng Menti. Tapos, we also hope that you'll stay until the end. Tapos, may raffle tayo. May raffle tayo, GCash para doon sa participants natin. Okay. So, just an overview, no? Ito yung mga matututunan natin today. So, we'll start with paano ba natin ma-access yung ating mga resources online. So, I'll discuss itong Easy Proxy, but later mamaya may isa pang ituturo, no? Na kung paano natin ma-access yung ating mga resources. Tapos doon, we'll have yung books, no? So, yung books natin, dalawang klaseng books natin, pwede siyang e-books, well, technically parang tatlo. So meron siyang e-books, may textbooks, tapos paano naman natin gagamitin paano tayo magre-request ng access doon sa mga physical copies ng book, no? So this section will be presented by Ma'am Noe. She's part of the engineering library. So yung next part din is also will be discussed by friends from EngLive, so particularly si Ma'am Lex. So yung novel, isa to sa mga pinaka nagagamit, no, specifically sa MAT-E and MET-E. Mamaya makikita natin kung bakit. But I don't see yung reason din kung bakit hindi siya magagamit ng mining. So it's one of the fun and useful resources para sa akin. Then probably we'll have a break, no, after nitong novel discussion. Then, I'll present yung ito, especially sa mga nagtitesis, yung mga journal articles and standards that we can use. But ito, syempre, hindi naman to restricted doon sa mga magtitesis lang. Pero ito, magagamit to kahit ng mga may lab courses, no? Yan. And ito yung mga i-discuss nating platforms that we can check, no? Yung mga materials. And yun. And I think yung pinakahuli, no, yung referencing tools, I'll show you how we can do referencing efficiently. And meron kasi tayong tool, yung tinatawag Mendeley, na pwede nating install sa ating mga computer para hindi na tayo mahirapan doon sa pag-cite ng ating references. Okay? And last part natin would be a Q&A session. So I'll be there, but more importantly, nandun yung ating head librarian, si Ma'am Sharon. So ngayon pa lang, pasalamatan natin sila Ma'am Sharon, sila Ma'am Noe, and si Ma'am Lex for taking the time really, no, to share yung kung paano natin magagamit yung engineering library resources. Yes, EngLive the best. Okay, so to begin our presentation, no? So let's just gauge kung nasaan yung users natin, anong level yung users natin. So kindly go to Menti. Let me, stop share lang ako saglit. Kailangan ko lang i-prompt ito. So let me share the screen again. Oops, mali. Mali. Nag-hang na po ang laptop ko. Saglit lang po. Iba yung nasi-share. Yeah. So you can access itong ating question using Mentimeter kasi hindi po lahat ng users natin nandito sa Zoom, no? So we have viewers na nasa FB live po tayo. Hi guys. Shout out kay wala, joke lang. Okay, so please answer itong ating survey, no? So titingnan lang natin, gusto lang natin makita gaano ba karami sa atin yung nakagamit na ng resources ng engineering library. Kung sakaling nakagamit man, nahanap nyo ba or hindi nahanap yung ating hinahanap na, ang daming hanap. Nahanap ba natin or hindi yung reference natin, no? So whether article siya, book, ganyan. Or completely hindi pa tayo nakaka-access ng live resources. Okay, so we'll give you, it's a quick survey. Click lang yan. Kung hindi ma-access using QR code, no, pwede tayong pumunta sa menti.com. Tapos ito yung ating code. Yan. I'll stop share so we can see your answers. Okay. Ito po yung ating sagot. So yan. So meron tayong 20, no, na nagsabi na yes, na-access na before yung live resources natin and satisfied siya dun sa ating resources. May, ayan, dumadagdag pa. So may 9 na I have accessed live, no, but I can't seem to find the reference I was looking for. Hopefully, no, dito sa ating orientation, mas makita natin or mas madali nating ma-point out kung saang platform tayo magpupunta para mahanap yung reference natin. And 27, majority sa atin ay hindi pa nakaka-access. So I think, no, may mga freshies tayo. So kung freshie man itong mga sumagot ng hindi pa nakaka-access ng library resources, so welcome sa UP, welcome sa Engineering Library, and we hope later, no, you'll have an appreciation of our resources kasi EngLive has been really striving very hard to provide us with one of the best content and resources, if not the best, sa buong Philippines, no? Engineering content. Yeah. And we're really proud of our library. Yan. Ma'am Sharon, I heart Eng live. So stop share na tayo.
Hi, Mr. Kenneth.
Yes, ma'am. So at least alam natin kung nasaan na tayo doon sa ating, kung sino-sino yung participants natin. So we can, we'll know how to discuss yung ating presentation. So I'll stop share again. Nagsara yung, saglit lang ha. Okay. Ayaw na mag-open ng aking presentation. Why? Yun. Okay. Sige. So, to begin, let's start with the remote access, no? Okay. So, bumabagal ang aking internet. Hindi lang ha. Yung problem ay ayaw talaga mag-load. Okay. Sige. While I'm sorting this out, no? So let's start with yung ating let's start with yung remote access. So to begin, yung remote access, ito allows us dati para ma-access natin yung mga resources ng engineering library. Kailangan nasa UP campus tayo. So merong DILNet, and within the DILNet, doon lang natin ma-access yung resources natin. But through easy proxy, no, we can now access yung mga resources natin kahit wala tayo sa UP campus. So let's watch this video. Ricardo, pa-share na lang ng video. Let's watch this video kung paano natin ma-access yung ating resources remotely. So doon sa ating remote access, saan nga ba natin siya mahanap? So this is our englive na website, no? So englive.upd.edu.ph. Makikita natin siya. Makikita natin yung remote access dito sa under ng resources. So dito, click lang natin yung remote access. Yeah. So mabagal po mag-load ngayon yung ating internet. We ask for your patience and understanding. Baka nag-load na dito. Yan. Okay. So dito, if we launch, no? So, oops, kita nyo po ang lahat ng aking account. Magsa-stop share muna ako. Log in ko muna. Ayan. So kapag na-login na natin, I see. Okay, sige. Mabagal daw ang server ngayon. So pag na-login na natin, dito tayo mapupunta sa ating remote access portal. So what this does is actually dito sa remote access portal natin, makikita natin lahat ng subscriptions natin, no? Under the engineering library. Mamaya isa-isahin natin alin dito yung pinaka nagagamit or pinaka parang historically pinaka ginagamit ng MMM students. But basically, once we have our remote access, this enables us to access lahat ito. No? Meron ditong mga e-books, meron ditong journals, and lahat sila useful doon sa ating paggawa ng research. Okay? So, madali lang kumuha ng remote access. No? So, if we need help, pwede tayo mag-reach out sa Englive. Okay? So, aside dito sa remote easy proxy na tinatawag, pwede rin tayong gumamit ng Open Athens. Yun ay under naman ng main live. Tapos sa main live kasi makukuha na rin natin itong references. Okay? Tapos UP mail lang din yung kailangan natin para sa Open Athens naman. Pero ako kasi personally nasanay na ako dito sa easy proxy kaya dito ako nag-access. Tsaka nakalista na dito lahat ng ating references. Okay. So that's it for dun sa first part, no? Dun sa pagkuha natin pag-access natin remotely ng references. So at this point, we'll start by discussing kung ano na yung mga resources natin. So we'll start with books and e-books tapos diretso tayo sa novel. Okay. So Ma'am Noe, I'll give the floor to you na po. Ma'am Noe, is it just me? Pero parang walang audio po. May audio po ba? Ako lang po ba hindi nakakarinig? Ma'am Noe, wala pong audio. Okay, hintay lang po natin si Ma'am Noe, no? I-set up yung audio natin.
Noe? Noe? Text?
Ma'am Noe, working na po ba ang audio niyo?
Oh,
Wala
we
rin
can.
po.
Hello, sir.
Yan.
Yan, ma'am.
So let me start again. Sorry for the technical problem. To the students and faculty members of the Department of Mining, Metallurgical, and Materials Engineering, a pleasant afternoon to all of you. I am Noe, and I am one of your librarians, and today I will be discussing to you on how we can request or borrow print books, requests for resources on demand, and on how to access our e-textbooks and e-books. So to start with, let's discuss on how we can access our physical resources. So for the safety of the staff and users, access to our physical resources will be limited. So you may borrow books by appointment only, and safety measures will be observed when getting your requested material. So these are the steps on how you can access our print books. First is to check the availability of books at our online public access catalog or the TUCLAS site at ds.mainlive.upd.edu.ph.
Noe, do you have a PowerPoint?
Yes, ma'am.
Ikaw lang nakikita eh.
Sorry, ma'am, I forgot to share the screen. Sobrang kaba.
Go, ma'am Noe.
Okay, so these are the steps on how to access our print books. The first one is to check our online public access catalog or the TUCLAS site, which is accessible at ds.mainlive.upd.edu.ph. And if the books are from our library, from Engineering Library 1 or 2, you may fill out the request form at bit.ly/el online book reservation. And if the materials are from other unit libraries, you may contact them through their email addresses, which can be viewed at this link. So you may take a screenshot of this slide, and then you wait for our library, for our email. We will reply whether the book you have requested is available. And then just a reminder that these are strictly for room use only. So they as I've said a while ago, due to community quarantine restrictions, physical browsing of print materials are temporarily suspended. So these are for room use, but you can avail these materials through our resources on demand service. So for our book reservation form, this is how it looks like. So you need to enter your email, your name, and of course the titles of the books you're going to borrow. And then our resources on demand is actually very timely because we are also considering your safety. That's why if you don't want to go out of your home, you can actually request for scanned book chapters, journal articles, e-resources, and other materials available from the library. So you just need to fill out the form. You don't need to go to the library. So there. We just every time we scan materials requested by our students and faculty members, we always attach our copyright notice, which is all resources made available electronically are for academic and research purposes only. Unauthorized distribution or reproduction of these materials for commercial purposes are strictly prohibited without the permission from the author or the publisher. So for our books, we allow 10% of the total number of pages. So this is how the form looks like. So these are the steps on how you can request for resources on demand. Again, you need to check the availability from our online public access catalog, then fill out the form, and then wait for our email. So let us show you how you can access our TUCLAS. Can you see our online public access catalog? So this is our online public access catalog. You can use the basic search, or you can also use the advanced search for more precise results. For example, you are looking for books under mining processes, so you can just enter that. And of course, if you also know that author, you can also enter it. So for example, we have dates. And then if you want to see only books that are printed books, you can check this one. And then for the unit library, click on College of Engineering Library 2. And then click Find. So there's just one result. You can click on the title to see the details, such as the call number and the circulation type. So you can then copy these details, which you can enter here on our forms, either for the online book preservation. So for example, this one. And then for resources on demand, you can also so these are the fields you need to fill out. So you just enter the author and the title, and if the edition and year are available, you can also put or encode. And same with the online book preservation, the uploading of your Form 5 is also required. That is for us to know whether you are enrolled for the current SEM or not. So there. Then let's move on. Let's move on to the next. So we also have 24/7 access to electronic books. So wherever you are and whatever you are doing, even if you're in Baguio, in New York, in Ilocos, in Cebu, you can still access our electronic books, even if whatever you are doing. So these are the e-textbooks and e-books we are subscribed to. So these are from leading publishers. And these are the steps on how to access our electronic resources, which was discussed by Sir Kenneth a while ago. So first, you need to fill out the online form for remote access issue 1. So if you don't have your accounts yet, or if you have forgotten your login credentials, you can fill out this form, or you can scan the QR code. And then upon receipt of your credentials, you need to log out of your Gmail or UP webmail, or clear your browser history, or use incognito mode. And of course, you are going to use the login credentials we have sent. So your login credentials is different from your Gmail or UP webmail. It should be your student number or employee number added with at englive.upd.edu.ph. And then upon logging in, you can now see the database index, which was shown a while ago by Sir. And then aside from our Easy Proxy portal, you can also access our electronic resources via Open Athens. So from your UP webmail, you can choose Open Athens from the app launcher at the upper right corner, yung 6 dots po dun. And then click on Login, log into My Athens, and then you will see the database index. So these are the features of our e-textbooks. So what's the difference between our e-textbooks and from our regular e-books? Our e-textbooks are actually the required readings, or these are the titles recommended by our faculty members for use of their students under their classes. So what are the features of these? So these are the features. First, you can read online or offline up to 2 devices, and then search and highlight content, then create flashcards, then listen to the ebook, print pages. Well, it depends on the allowances set by the publisher. So sometimes you can print only up to 10 pages. So it depends. And then you can also return the e-textbooks ahead of its due date, or you can wait for it to be automatically deleted. Aside from our e-textbooks that are hosted from Vital Source, we also have e-textbooks that are under Cambridge Core. And these are also the features that you can enjoy. So these e-textbooks are really timely because we used to have the print reserved books, but since we are on a remote learning mode, you can access this as part of your references. And what's also good about this is you don't have to worry about incurring fines because you don't have to return them physically because you can either return them ahead of the due date or you can wait for the titles to be deleted. So no worries on incurring fines there. And then these are the steps on how you can access our e-textbooks via the Vital Source platform. So these are the steps. So you need to again log into the remote access portal, then launch e-textbooks research. It is at the topmost part of our database index. And then you need to enter your login credentials. But if you don't have an account yet, you can register using your UP webmail. What's the advantage of creating a UP webmail or an account under Vital Source? You see, you need to have an account for you to be able to read the titles offline. So even if you don't have internet, you can still read them. And then upon creating an account, you can now search and launch the titles you need. So you can borrow up to 2 titles. Then for you to be able to read the titles offline, you need to download the Bookshelf mobile application from the App or Play Store. So for example, you have already borrowed 2 books from the browser, from your Vital Source Bookshelf browser format. Once you download the Bookshelf mobile application and you log in using the account you have created, you can now see the titles you have borrowed, and then you can even if you don't have internet, you can still read them offline. So for our e-textbooks under via Cambridge Core, the same steps apply, except for steps 3 and 4, where you need to launch, search and launch the title first before creating an account. So again, you need the advantage of creating an account for the Cambridge Core e-textbooks is for you to be able to read the titles offline. So for our e-textbooks under Vital Source, you can borrow 2 titles simultaneously. For Cambridge Core, you can borrow up to 20 titles, and it's good for 60 days. So imagine downloading up to, let's say, 10 titles on your devices, on your phone, and then you get access to them for 2 months, even if you don't have internet, as long as you have already downloaded the Cambridge or Spiral mobile application. Now let me show you how to access our e-textbooks via our remote access portal. So as I've said a while ago, you need to log out of your UP webmail or Gmail, or you can use your incognito mode. So for this, I'll be using this one. So again, your username for the remote access portal is your
screen.
Yes, sir. Sorry. Thank you for the reminder, sir. So this is
Sorry,
the...
i-ano mo yung PowerPoint mo. Sige. Okay.
So
Okay,
these are the steps. As I've said a while ago, when you log into the remote access portal, you need to be logged out of your Gmail account or use incognito mode or use another browser. So again, your username will be your employee number or your student number plus @englive.upd.edu.ph. Then enter the password we have provided via email. So these are the databases under our under the College of Engineering. So just click on e-textbooks reserves. Then you will be directed here. the step for creating an account or logging in with your account has been skipped for this, since I've already I have logged in so many times, but so let's just wait for it to load. So these are the trending titles, meaning these are mostly used by our users, by our faculty and students. And then these are the list of our subscriptions, but you can also use the search box. For example, you are looking for an e-textbook about materials engineering. So you can type that on the search box, then click enter, and you can see these results. So if you want to read first the details about the book, you have the option to just click on the information icon. So you can see who published it and the publication year and also the description. Then you can open the book. So let's just wait. So upon opening, you can see that the parts of the title are presented here at the left corner or left side of the screen. So you can jump if you want. For example, you want to check chapter 3, you can just click on it. Or you can also, if you know the page of the one you're looking for, you can also jump there. So as you can see, the page, go to page on the lower right corner of the screen. So you can go to, for example, page 123, and you will be directed to page 123. Okay, it jumped to 107, but let's go to the other features of e-textbooks. So there are so many features you can enjoy with our e-textbooks. For example, this one, chapter 3, density computations. You can actually highlight this information. First, let's open this one. Then you can highlight this. And then you can choose what color you'd like to use. For example, you want blue. And then you can click on this on the upper right corner for you to be able to see. So these are now the highlights and notes you've made. So you can add additional notes. And then you can also share this actually. You can share this with your classmates as long as they already have Vital Source accounts. For example, I want to share it with one of my classmates. I'll just put in his email address, then click follow. So as you can see, anyone who clicks your share link will automatically follow your public highlighter. So you can copy and share this link here. And then you can also create flashcards. So for example, this one. So first you put you enter name for your flashcard. And then for the back of your card, you can copy paste this if you want. See. So if you are going to view your flashcard, you can see so this is the front part of the flashcard, and then if you're going to see the back, you will see the answer. So you can add additional you can add additional flashcards or annotations. And what's also good about this is that you can actually read our if you don't want to read our if you don't want to read the text, you can actually listen to the content. So you just click on read aloud and then click the play button. So if you are doing something but you want to listen to the content, you can actually do that. And then you can also print pages. So just click on print. And as I've said a while ago, you can print pages, and it depends on the allowances set by the publisher. For example, you want to print page 107 to 116. So you can click on print. Then a notification on the upper right corner will appear. When opting to print the pages, you can actually save them as PDF, but there will be a watermark. So I'll just show you. There will be a watermark, as you can see from our screen. Do not copy, and then there's a watermark that includes your account. So there's also a note in the upper right corner, upper part of the page that says that printing is for personal or private use only, and no part of this book may be used or reproduced or transmitted without the publisher's prior permission. So there. And then what's good about our e-textbook is you can also get the citation. So go to the title page part, and then click on the three dots here, and then click on citation. So you can see the MLA format or the APA, Harvard. So there, then you can copy. So you don't have to or doing the citation will only take a few seconds instead of you checking for formats. So there. And then if you're done with the e-textbook, if you're done reading the content, you can actually return them ahead of the time. So again, you click on this. So let's wait for the return option to flash. I'll just refresh this. There should be a return option here beside the continue reading. So there, you can return. I've not so basta po yun. Basta dapat po may lalabas siya na return book here on the beside continue reading. Now let's move on to our ebooks or electronic books. So for example, you want to access materials under Access Engineering. So you choose Access Engineering from the database index. So for example, you are looking for, you can actually see the list of books we are subscribed to. So here they are, but you can also use the search box. So for example, you are looking for mining engineering again. So then click search. So for macro or for Access Engineering, you cannot download them as a full book, but you have to download them by what do you call that, by part. So for example, you want to check out this book. So as you can see, you can also cite. So just like our e-textbooks, you can already cite a few. You don't have to check again for formats. So it's readily available. And then you can click on the chapters if you want. Again, you have to download per part. So for example, this one. So you really have to be patient if you really want to get access to all of the chapters of this title. So then click download PDF. There. So as you can see, there's just one page for this part. And then if you want to see the production of synthetic fuels, you need to click on it again and then download PDF. And also a reminder that when downloading materials or e-resources, we recommend not to download several items or e-resources at the same time. This might lead to the blocking of your account from accessing our e-resources. And then we also have materials from our Science Direct. So just click on this, or you can go down. You can scroll down and then click on Science Direct ebooks. For example, you are looking for titles or books on extractive metallurgy. So just type that in. Then as you can see, there are results here. So we have extractive metallurgy of copper from 1980 to 2011. Then we also have extractive metallurgy of nickel, cobalt, and platinum. And then this one, the latest, is published last 2020. You can also click on this. What's different from Science Direct from Access Engineering is that you can download per chapter or the whole book once. So for example, you want to download all of them. So you can just tick on the boxes and then click download. Or if you want to just download chapter 2, you can also do so. So click on download PDF. Then here it is. We also have materials from other publishers such as Taylor and Francis. So you can also click on it. For most of our electronic materials, you can always see full text access or the green dot. So it means that we have access to those titles. But if you can only see abstract, it means that we don't have, or it's not part of our collection. But you can always email us or click or fill out our resources on demand, and we will try our best to look for the materials. So sometimes we do it by directly requesting the materials from the publishers or from our local dealers or from other sources or from other libraries. So this is our Taylor and Francis group. So RCRCnet-based books are also housed under the Taylor and Francis group. And then we also have Springer. So you can click on Springer. And we also have standards actually for ASTM. So ASTM is also mostly used by MMM. So just click on ASTM from the database index. Also you will be able to know that we are subscribed or we have access to that particular database if there's an authentication. So our authentication is always a message saying, welcome to the University of the Philippines. So for ASTM, just click on agree and continue. And you can see, welcome back University Philippines Diliman. So you can click on subscriptions, then ASTM. So these are the standards we are subscribed to. As you can see, we have active subscription. So just click on the standard. So you can either use or choose PDF or HTML. So if you want again to download this, you can do so. So there. So we also have materials from Wiley, another leading publisher of engineering-related materials. So for example, you want to look for books about mining. For you to be able to refine your searches, you can filter. So for books, you can also choose journals if you want, if you're looking for journals. And again, you can see if we have access, if you can see the full access icon and this one. So just click. So this is the chapter. So we have full text access. Just click on PDF. So you have the option to view or download this chapter or the full book. So here is the book. So it contains 196 pages. So there. So again, those are the steps on how you can access our physical books or how to request resources on demand and on how to access our electronic books and e-textbooks. So again, the library is looking forward to helping you with your remote learning journey. And if you have questions or need assistance with your research or information needs, there are many ways you can reach us. So first, you can chat with us via our website. So if you visit our website, you can actually see the chat button there. And you can also call us via phone or via mobile. So these are our landline and mobile numbers. And we are also on Facebook and Twitter. So if you want to learn about the latest developments or announcements or the newest subscriptions we have, you can always visit our Facebook and Twitter accounts for you to be able to see what's the latest. So again, thank you very much for inviting the library.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Noe, for that comprehensive discussion po doon sa e-textbooks natin and textbooks. No? So just to clarify, no, yung mga pinuntahan ni Ma'am Noe kanina na site, yung Taylor and Francis, yung Wiley, ito yung mga publishers lang, no? Mga publishers natin. So pag binigay sa inyo yung reference, makikita naman natin doon sa dulo kung saan nakapublish. So you can go to the specific platform para makita kung saan siya specifically mahanap. Ma'am Noe, I think may dalawang questions dito. If you can answer them live. Okay lang po ba, ma'am?
Yes, sir. So for the first question, the systematic downloading or excessive downloading of data of resources is strictly prohibited. Yes,
Yung
ma'am.
una muna, yung tungkol dun sa nag-e-error sila.
Yung error
okay,
na
sir.
403, ma'am.
Yung
Yes,
una.
sir. Sir, just like what I've said a while ago, you encounter this error for O3 when you are not logged out of your UP webmail or Gmail. As I've shown a while ago, I use another browser or an incognito mode. So that's actually the reason why we are encountering errors. So you need to log out first. So for example, we have already sent your login credentials. We recommend that you save the whole message, including the steps, the link for our remote access portal, your username and password via Word or Notepad or anywhere on your device. And then you log out of your Gmail, your UP webmail, and then go to our remote access portal. And again, you will be asked to enter your login credentials, which are first your student or employee number, added with @englive.upd.edu.ph, and then the password we have sent also. So
try muna na ano, ma'am, na
yes, sir.
i-log out muna sila sa iba.
Yes, sir.
Pero
Apo.
may parang
Okay.
dito na nag-incognito daw siya pero error pa rin. Asan na nga ba yun kanina? Sa Q&A.
I got the same error. Isang nag-ask.
Mm-mm.
403. Yung isa ding reason din, chinat din ni Sir Jeff kanina, possible din na yung isang reason ay hindi pa approved yung account yata. So,
Yes, sir.
maybe if you're still waiting for the response from the EngLive. So, hintay lang, since start tayo ng semester, no, medyo marami rin talaga yung kailangan bigyan pa ng account.
Yes, sir.
So, yun. So, pwedeng log out muna or pwedeng wala pa yung account. So, maghihintay lang tayo. Tapos, siguro ma'am, last na for this part, tapos mamaya ibabato natin sa Q&A session ulit. Yung gaano kadami po yung excessive na downloading na kino-consider and ano yung mga ano yung repercussions nito doon sa student or even doon sa ating subscription.
Yes, sir. For our electronic resources, the systematic downloading is or depends on the publisher po. Pero we are wait lang, sir.
Sige po. I think to share na lang din, some of the, well, definitely kapag kunyari sobrang dami na download, napaprompt yung engineering library. So sinasabihan sila, oh, parang masyadong maraming download dito, no? May times na nasususpend yung subscription natin dahil hindi naman siguro ganun katagal. Tama ba Ma'am Sharon? Parang mga
Yes,
1 week natanggal yung access natin.
Normally, we would make parang promissory note. Siguro hindi niyo alam yon. But whenever we encounter that, we make a promissory note to the publisher to lift our suspension, sir. And kung ano-anong mga, syempre, mga dahilan natin. Recently, nakat yung Tyler and Francis natin because they detected na isang IP address ay but yun pala ay yun yung ating parang open Athens, which is used really by many. So we requested it na ma-lift and they did naman.
Okay.
Yung excessive kasi, sir, 50 MB para sa ibang publishers already excessive. So, ang tip ko sa mga estudyante, pag marami kayong ida-download, huwag niyo akong i-quota, binibigyan ko lang kayo ng quote.
Live tayo, ma'am.
Ay, okay. Lipat na lang kayo ng ibang computer ulit.
Lipat kayo ng
Kasi
computer.
ang nadi-detect ng back-end nung sa publisher ay yung the same IP address. So, okay.
Tsaka, download lang kung ano yung kailangan.
Oo, download lang ninyo kung ano yung kailangan nyo.
Baka mamaya download tayo ng download kasi hindi naman babasahin. Bawal din ibenta yung mga na-download natin, guys, ha? Kasi, bawal yan. Naku, pag nahuli kayo, labas na ang EngLive dyan kasi nasa sa inyo na yan. Okay. Sige, thank you, Ma'am Noemi. Maraming salamat po.
So, as an addition to Ma'am Sharon's answer, so our IT staff said it depends on our databases or on the it depends on the allowances set by our publishers, but we recommend or we suggest for you to download a maximum of 100 MB for every 15 minutes only and avoid opening multiple resources at the same time.
Thank you, Ma'am Noe. Ayan. Thank you ulit, Ma'am Sharon. Mamaya po ulit. No? So, babalikan natin yung Q&A natin mamaya. So, yung next part ng ating program, yung i-discuss specifically ay novel. No? So, this one is very useful for the department. And this will be discussed by Ma'am Lex. Ma'am Lex, the floor is now yours.
And thank you, Sir Kenneth. Okay, so I will just share my screen. Okay, kita po ng lahat?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I am Lex from the UP College of Engineering Library. And today I will be discussing the database, Novel, its features. I will, we will go through the features of the Novel, and then I will demonstrate a live, kumbaga, I'll walk you through the process of accessing it at the comfort of your own homes. Ayan. So, okay, so first of all, is Novel. So Novel is a web-based application integrating technical information with analytical and search tools and offers interactive tables, graphs, and equations. How do you access the Novel through your account? So first, na-discuss po ni Ma'am Noe and Sir Kenneth, pwede po to i-access through our Easy Proxy and live remote access portal. We can also, pero ito pong demonstration natin later, gagamitin ko po ay Open Athens. Pag meron po kayong you can access the Open Athens platform. So, i-click nyo po yung may 9 dots na menu and scroll down a bit. Tapos, Open Athens po yung pipindutin nyo. And then, you will be led to a platform. Ganito po yung itsura ng interface niya to the right. Tapos, you can just search the Novel there, and it will lead you directly to the site. Okay, so once you enter the website of Novel, the first thing you will see is the basic search and the advanced search. So if you have a specific topic that you need to research, you can just type it there, and then they will also suggest other keywords related to your search, or other resources, specific titles that they offer through before you even press search, it pops up. And then if you're looking for a specific resource, you can use the advanced search. For example, you already know the title or author that the resource that you are looking for, you can use that. Okay, so next is the property search. This is a more specialized feature of Novel. So they have two types: material property search and novel data analytics or chemical material search. Okay, so next we have the interactive equations. So these are categorized by topic, and then if you click the equation, it will show something like this. And then this equation, you can edit it directly through the platform of Novel by pressing the open worksheet, their worksheet feature. Okay, so next is the unit converter. This is more detailed version. I will show what I mean later in the demo. Okay, so you can specify the units that you need to be converted, and then we also have other tools. So for now, let us proceed with the demo. I will just share my there, and everyone can see my browser.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, so I am currently logged in my UP webmail. So I will press this menu with the 9 dots and then scroll down there, Open Athens. Okay, press log in and then log into my Athens. Okay, so there, just type Novel there, just click it. Okay, there you go. Okay, there. The first thing you see is the basic search. So, for example, I'm looking for adaptive filters. also. The search engine already completes the suggestions. Just if you're looking for more specific topics, they offer that there. And then they also have these resources, specific titles that they offer in the platform. Okay, so let's just test one out right now. Okay. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It is divided by the chapters. For example, I want to look at the first chapter. Just click this icon. Okay, there. So this is what it looks like. Okay, if you want to add notes to your readings, parang ano to, photocopy ng readings natin pero virtual, you can highlight or add your note. Kunyari dito. Okay, for example, paper 1. Let's go with that. And then you can change the color. Okay, add note there. Okay, so that automatically goes into your the My Novel menu. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so for the advanced search, this is what it looks like. So if you're looking for a specific title or author, you can use this method. Okay, let's go to the property search. First, let's go to the material property part of it. Okay, so this part, this is very interesting. You can drag and drop up to 3 properties. Oh no, what happened? Okay, one more try. Ayaw ko papasukin. Okay. Ayan, okay. So, sa right side ng menu, you can see the properties, the specific properties of each topic. Kunyari, I want to learn about atomic weight. I want to see tables and graphs related to that. So I'll just drag and drop this here. Okay, so there, as we can see, there are 36 results. So for example, I want to look at resources na tables na related sa atomic weight and electronegativity. So I can also drag and drop electronegativity. Okay, so there you can see that there are 3 tables and graphs related to that. Let's explore it one. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I forgot to mention the other resources can be downloaded, but the same principle applies as I reviewed kasi sa engineering library 10% of the content can be downloaded. Upon checking, Novel also honors that. So 10% lang po. Ayan. So you can see that. You can also download it as PDF, Excel, or CSV. Okay. Okay, let us go back now and let us check this, the chemical material search. Okay, so they are grouped into 2. You can filter them by material class or by properties. Okay, so for example, you want to research about alcohols, but upon the get-go, you can see that there are 26,000 entries here. If you want to narrow it down, just click it. If, for example, I want to learn about ethanol, I'll just click this one. Okay. There, you can see information about ethanol, and you can also download this through, I think the format is MOL. Okay, let us go back. Okay, let's now explore the equations part of it. So let's press this equations home. Okay, so upon entering the homepage of the interactive equations of Novel, these are subdivided into subcategories. And I noticed that upon checking, some have a lock icon next to them. So these are not part of the library subscriptions. But if you need if you need to access these materials for your class, you can contact us and we will coordinate with the um, content provider directly. Anyway, okay, let us continue. Okay, so let us check this one. Okay, there you can already see the equation for this. You can already see this, and then you can edit it directly through their worksheet feature. I will just show that. Okay, this is what it looks like. These values here can be edited, and the default is they have the automatic calculation on. So just enter the value and it will pop up. And if you're happy with what you have input, if with your input here, you can just save to your Novel or download in these formats. Okay, so let us go back now. Wait. Wait, i-share ko lang po. Okay, there you go. And then let's go back to they also have a unit converter. This is what I'm talking about. Once you click the menu here at the side, it already shows up what field you can convert. What field are you gonna use to convert measurements? So for here, let's go with area. Okay, so you can also specify if what unit you would use and vice versa. And then they also have the full unit converter, which I showed in my slide earlier. Here, this is what it looks like. You can also specify the conversion if you would use mild steel, galvanized steel, stainless steel, or aluminum for your conversion. Okay. And apart from that, they have other tools, but I will be focusing on only some of them since this is just an overview. So we have the periodic table. For example, you need to access the periodic table while you are in Novel for your subject. You don't have to exit this website. You can just directly check through the Novel. platform. Okay, so let's try. There you go. So the information about hydrogen also shows up for that. Okay, and okay, lastly, you can, I've tried this, but I think hindi na kaya ng time, pero pwede rin po kayong mag-download ng mobile application, and you can access these novel features, resources, and tools through your phone. So meron po silang application, Novel to Go. You can download it through Google Play Store or App Store. Yun po. Tapos I've tried logging in, tapos through Open Athens din po ako muna papasok, tapos may bibigay po silang code, and then you can connect your existing account to your mobile application. Okay, so that ends my demonstration. Okay, so if you have any questions about access or about Novel, you can do so through the Q&A, or you can just email library@englive.upd.edu.ph. Okay, so with that, thank you very much, and I hope this helped, and sana po makatulong ang Novel sa inyong research. Yeah, thank you so much po.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Lex. No, to summarize, no, si Novel, itong ating novel na resource para siyang Google, pero ang inilalabas na result nito ay mga reputable na articles, no, tungkol doon sa mga specific topics. No? So pwede kayo ng converter, pwede kayong gumamit ng graphs, pwede tayo doon sa mga specific na articles. Yan. So may questions ba? May mali pala akong nasagot doon sa sa chat. Doon sa vital source, sorry ma'am, ibang topic pala to ha. Doon sa vital source, Ma'am Noe or Ma'am Sharon, parang karamihan daw po ng books natin ay math tsaka economics.
Okay, sige sir, good afternoon. Actually, kakasagot ko lang doon sa Q&A. There's a difference between using the Open Athens and our remote access. Okay.
I see. Okay po.
Yes. Yung ating e-textbooks, particularly, I mean, the UP College of Engineering e-textbooks, yung mga related sa atin, can only be accessed through our NLives or UP College of Engineering remote access platform. This cannot be accessed sa Open Athens.
I see.
Bakit? Once na ilagay namin sa Open Athens, marami na kayong magiging kompetensya or marami nang pwedeng manghiram na ibang colleges nung title. Remember, the e-textbooks were acquired for the College of Engineering students and faculty. So that's why yun yung difference ng the only difference now using Open Athens and our NLives remote access is yung e-textbooks natin sa College of Engineering ay via yung ating remote access lang. It cannot be accessed through the Open Athens.
Okay. Ayun, mali ako nung na-post na sagot. Kasi yung familiar po ko yung sa eng side niya.
Oo, kaya ang makikita ninyo yung College of Econ na e-textbooks. Kasi I think nilagay nila sa Open Athens. Unless sir, gagawin natin yon. But once na ginawa natin yon, may downside na sa College of Engineering. Hindi na solely for the College of Engineering yon. Magiging buong UP Diliman na siya.
Okay, ma'am. Yung call po na yun ay parang call na ng labas na po yata sa atin, ma'am. Nandun na siya sa mataas na committee.
Kung gusto lang naman ng mga faculty na i-share sa lahat ng UP Diliman, we can do that. We can place it at the Open Athens. Pero maaagawan na yung mga paggamit dun sa mga resources natin ay may mga kaagaw na. Ibig sabihin nun, sir, pwede nang gamitin ng mga taga-College of Science, taga-College of Mathematics, taga-College of BAN. Yun yung difference nun, sir. Kasi ang e-textbooks naman kasi exclusive lang dapat para doon sa faculty or sa class na ni-require niya yung required reading material na yon. Otherwise, everything else can be found at the Open Athens except for our e-textbooks.
Okay. Ayun. Yun pala yung limitation ng e-textbooks natin. Thank you, Ma'am Sharon. Tapos mamaya may Q&A pa po ulit tayo. So please type in your questions. I think yan, active na sila Ma'am Noe and Ma'am Sharon na magsagot doon sa chat natin.
Akala ko, inaantay ko kasi yung Q&A portion.
Sorry, Ma'am.
Sige lang.
Isa pa, ano na Ma'am, last na, mabilisan na discussion lang kung ano, yung mga different resources po. May last presentation lang ako, Ma'am.
Sige po.
Thank you po. Ma'am Lex, salamat po. So if you have questions dun sa novel, so please type in dun sa ating Q&A box. Mamaya babalikan natin. Okay. So yung final part, mostly ito yung mga articles natin, no? So kanina, shinare na sa atin itong page na ito, no? Ano ang difference lang ng journal articles or yung mga articles natin doon sa e-books natin? Of course, yung e-books, ito ay medyo mas comprehensive, yung ating mga content, no? It takes time to really publish yung books natin. So, yung mga, when we're doing research, no, most ng research natin, fast-paced, no? So, what we try to do, what we use ay mga references na journal articles. So these are published works na based sa mga gawa ng scientists and engineers, no, na pinapublish na yung content, yung result. Kasi mas matagal kung hintayin natin siya ma-publish doon sa book. So yung journals natin, yung mga articles na nandito, yung content nila is more up-to-date, mas in terms of technology and advancements, mas ano pa siya, mas up-to-date compared doon sa mga content ng nasa libro. Okay? So let me run through some of the resources na importante sa ating field, no. Let's start with ASTM. So ASTM stands for American Standards. Ayan. So ito kanina pinakita to. So ASTM stands for American Standard for Testing and Methods. Ayan. So technically ito ang content nito ay kung paano natin itetest yung mga samples natin. So sa mga nagtitesis, I hope, no, dito tayo titingin nung sa mga methodology natin. So if your work is on concrete, you can type here, no, compressive strength ng concrete, and you'll have here specific standards. Yan. So meron ditong mga different types. Depende kung yung ang challenge sa atin really would be to identify ano yung applicable standard doon sa material na pinroduce natin. Mortar ba yung ginawa natin? Concrete ba yung ginawa natin? Yeah. So meron ditong mga lightweight, mga insulating concrete. Yeah. So kung different property yung kukunin mo, babaguhin lang natin yung search na material natin. So yung kunyari insulative property. Insulation ng concrete. Yeah. So meron ditong mga standard specifications. Okay? So bakit importante ang standards? Number one, it allows us to compare our results with the other papers, with the other materials, no? So para alam natin na kapag sinabi kung ganito yung strength ko, ganito yung strength ng material na na-produce ko, I can compare this with the strength of other materials na gumamit din ng same ASTM standard. So that way you can gauge, okay, so mataas nga yung strength ng material ko kasi pareho naman kami ng standard na ginamit, so I can compare the values. Kung non-standard yung ginamit natin, no, mahirap i-compare yung mga values, no? So marami to. Kung sa mati lang to, sobrang daming test. ang daming properties na pwede nating tignan, no? So, but yung standards natin, it ensures na kaya nating compare tama yung specimen, dimensions, size, and preparation na gagawin natin para makuha natin accurately yung ating data, yung ating result, no? So, this one, hindi lang to applicable doon sa ating hindi lang to applicable sa nagti-thesis. Kapag nasa lab class ka, you should also know na yung mga test na ginagawa mo, yung mga test experiments na ginagawa natin, dapat alam natin na it's up to the standard. Okay? So, this one, we want to highlight. Madali lang itong hanapin, madali lang itong gawin kasi once we have this data, once we have this paper, pwede nyo dito nabasahin online, pwede nyo rin actually i-download. Okay? Pag di-download nyo, you can read this offline. Okay. So, sa first part, makikita natin para saan ba yung test na to. Of course, may mga limitations, ganyan. Tapos, dito din dinidiscuss paano yung tamang sampling methods, and yung test specimen, yung size, okay? Size and shape ng specimen natin. And the actual na test. So din dito, even yung calculation and yung actual tests na gagawin. Okay, so hindi na natin kailangan pag-isipan pa paano natin i-test yung strength ng concrete. Kasi meron na tayong ASTM na sinusunod. Okay? Of course, there are other standards. No? Merong ISO na tinatawag, ISO, meron ding European standards, even Chinese standards, merong mga yan. But parang in practice sa MATI, madalas dito tayo sa ASTM pumupunta. Okay. Next that I would like to highlight ay itong Euromonitor. Okay? Euromonitor, pag nandito tayo sa resources na to, let me check, no? Wala siya sa letter E. Nandun siya sa sa passport ng Euromonitor International. Okay? This one for access dito, I think you have to coordinate with EngLive kasi limited lang at a time yung pwedeng gumamit nito. Parang one user per at any given time. So you have to coordinate this through EngLive. Ang advantage nitong passport or ang binibigay nitong passport ay it provides us yung analysis and trends in terms of market. Okay? So for example, ang study mo or you want to develop a new car, bagong kotse. Okay? Gusto natin mag-develop ng bagong kotse. Dito sa passport na to, makikita natin ano ba yung trends ng market, ano ba yung hinahanap ng market ng user. Okay? So actually I really like this this platform kasi it allows us engineers and scientists to feel ano ba yung kailangan ng users natin. Hindi tayo detached doon sa ating sa laboratory when we're performing experiments because we know na ito yung gusto, ito yung hinahanap ng research nung users doon sa product natin. So yung kotse, ano ba ang trend ngayon? So may shift towards doon sa paggamit ng electric vehicle, no? So ano mga features yung mga hinahanap doon sa electric vehicle? So tapos ang kinaganda nito, no, pwede nating i-limit yung market natin. Pwede nating i-limit na sa Philippines ano yung trend in terms of doon sa buying nung consumers. Kung gusto natin na hindi lang sa Philippines, no, pwedeng region, Southeast Asian, okay, and even globally. So dito tayo makakapag-research tungkol doon. So it's actually a good introduction sa mga nagtitesis diyan. This is a good resource for your introduction kasi makikita natin ano ba talaga yung needs ng market natin. Meron bang needs for new type of concrete? Okay? Meron bang needs sa batteries ng bagong metal, no? So dito natin makikita. So it grounds our research, it justifies our research kasi meron tayong market analysis doon na sa specific product natin. Okay? So ito yung isa sa mga gusto kong resource talaga na itong Euromonitor. But again, just to emphasize, no, if you want access, you have to coordinate this through the EngLive kasi limited lang at any given time. One talaga at any given time. So close ko yung iba. Okay. So meron tayong isang resource din na specific, no, for mga mining engineering students. No? So we have this subscription onemine.org. It's a compilation of dito may mga publications na specific dun sa mining engineering field. Okay, so for example, itong mine planning. So these are journal articles din. Yan, you can download the full article. Determination of a mining cutoff grade strategy based on iterative factor. That's something I don't know. So, Sir JF, ikaw nang bala mag-explain sa kanila. So, yan. But, yeah. So, most ng ating organizations na nagpa-publish nito ay SME. This one is from Australia, I think. Okay. So, dito may mga, may mga case studies na specifically for mining. Let me close this one, Euromonitor. And finally, no, in terms of journals, ito talaga yung pinaka ina-access natin, Science Direct and itong Springer. Okay? So, ito, sobrang dami ng dina-download nating articles dito. Kasi, well, it's a very comprehensive na platform na makikita natin talaga yung mga publications. So mga journals, we have journals on, so far ito yung mga natin, ito yung mga naka-subscribe tayo. We have chemical engineering, chemistry, comsci, earth and planetary sciences, energy, general na engineering, material science, math, and physics and astronomy. Okay? So, kunyari gusto nating maghanap, no, ng research on nano copper. Yan, tatype lang natin dito, lalabas na sa atin dito yung mga studies, no? So if you're building content, you're building references on specific na topic, no, download lang natin yung PDF. Yan. So what I actually do, binabasa ko muna yung abstract kasi para malaman natin kung relevant nga ba talaga siya. Pag okay siya, magagamit ko to, then I will download yung PDF. Yeah. Ganun din actually si Springer, no? So si Science Direct at si Springer parang magkaibang lang siya, publisher, pero ganun lang din siya. It's a compilation, it's a repository of journal articles. Madami to, sobrang dami. Lahat ng field na maisip nyo, we have access to that, no? So now, one last na na reference. Let me stop share and let me open this one. Oops. Dali, ayaw mag-open. Ayaw na naman. Okay. One reference that I would want you to really try, hindi pala reference, one tool. Okay? Ito yung Mendeley. Yan. Mendeley Reference Manager. Sir, anong ginagawa nito? Si Mendeley Reference Manager, so di ba kanina nag-download kayo ng article? Kunyari nag-download kayo ng article. Pag isa-cite nyo yung reference na yun, what you usually do, what we normally do is itatype natin yung author, itatype natin yung title, and so on and so forth. No? But if we have this Mendeley Reference Manager, pag meron kang na-download na PDF, ang pwede natin gawin ay ida-drag and drop lang natin. So meron ka na-download, ilalagay nyo dito, drag and drop. Tapos, si Mendeley na yung nag-extract nung authors, nung information na gagamitin for referencing. And actually, you can even use this, no, to be your reader. Pwede nyo gamitin itong Mendeley. Dito nyo nababasahin yung article. Okay? So for example, dito, meron akong dinagdag na reference. Ito yung title niya. So in-extract niya na yung mga information. In-extract niya na si author, Tapos, in-extract niya na din yung title and so on. So, dito, pwede nating mabasa, no? Pwede rin tayo mag-highlight, mag-take down ng notes dito. Yan. Tapos, ang kinaganda nito, kung nakikita nyo dito sa taas, nagsisync siya. So, lahat ng references mo, kahit sinave mo sa isang device, tapos nag-login ka sa Mendeley sa ibang device, ma-access mo pa rin siya. Ma-access mo pa rin yung content. Okay? What I usually do, what I did, no, when I use itong Mendeley, kunyari sa thesis, no? So, sa thesis, dinivide ko yung thesis ko in terms of subtopic, subcontent. Gumawa ako ng kanya-kanyang folder. Tapos dito sa folder na to, itong reference na to yung gagamitin ko. Or itong reference na to gagamitin ko para dito. So, dun sa collection ko, yan, meron ako dito mga specific na references na sure ako ito yung gagamitin ko na i-refer ko pagdating doon sa aking part na yun ng paper. Okay? And you can also create private groups. Kunyari, I want to share this with my thesis mates, thesis group. Okay? So, ayan. Gagawa siya. Tapos, magdadagdag lang tayo ng paper doon sa thesis group. Kunyari, ito, I want to share this, add to private group, no? Dito sa thesis group. And, what this does is, right-click ko dito, pwede kong i-manage yung group, pwede ako mag-invite ngayon kung kanino ko gustong i-share yung article na yon or yung reference na yon. Okay? So, kumbaga ang dali na mag-share ng reference, hindi lang sa sarili mo, no? Pati na rin doon sa ibang tao. Okay. Let me stop share and I'll demonstrate paano naman gagamitin si Mendeley kapag Word yung gamit. Okay? So, sure. Okay. So kunyari, ito yung ating reference, ito yung ating document na ginagawa, no? Tapos meron tayong gustong i-type na information. So adsorption, for example, adsorption is a good, it's an efficient and effective method to treat waste water in the Philippines. Yan. Pwede natin, saan natin mahanap si Mendeley, no? Pwede nyo ilagay, pwede siyang i-install dito sa references, sa itaas. Meron ditong Mendeley site. Okay, pag kinlik natin si Mendeley site, naglo-load siya. Saglit lang. Yan. So, pwede nating ilagay, so type lang natin, pwedeng i-type nyo yung, ayaw. Hindi kasi nasana siya. Okay. Okay, pwede nating hanapin, no? So pwede nating ilagay dito, insert reference, lalagay niya na yan dito. Okay, so wala na tayo actually reason para hindi mag-cite ng maayos. Kasi, once this one is cited, sa dulo, okay, pwede rin natin baguhin yung citation style, but normally ang ginagamit natin ay itong Chicago Manual of Styles. I-update natin yung citation style. Yan, baguhin niya. Tapos sa dulo, pwede nyo ilagay yung bibliography. Siya na yung magsa-summarize. Yan. So sa dulo to. Yan. References. Yan. So wala tayong problema actually kasi pag na-download natin yung file, ilagay natin sa Mendeley siya, mag-extract ng lahat ng information. Pagdating doon sa Word file, lagay lang tayo ng lagay, no? Tapos isa-summarize niya na sa dulo. Oops, manual override. No. Yun. Okay. So, I think that sums up yung ating gustong i-share for this afternoon. Let me stop sharing. Yeah. So, just to summarize, no, we discussed yung ating remote access. And we have two ways to access our resources remotely. We have the Easy Proxy, and we also have yung ating Easy Proxy and ating Open Athens, no? Tapos si Ma'am Noe was able to discuss kung paano tayo makaka-access ng e-books, e-textbooks. Tapos si Ma'am Lex, diniscuss niya yung novel which is very sobrang math-y, met-y, and even mining, no? So, and for me, yung sa akin, medyo pinahapyawan ko lang ano pa yung ibang mga resources natin. But you can also check out yung mismong page ng EngLive. Check nyo yun, sobrang daming resources natin na pwedeng tignan. At times, it can be overwhelming, no? Kaya minsan, hirap tayong mahanap kung nasaan yung specific na platform. Pagka ganun, tignan muna natin kung sino yung publisher. Then pupunta tayo doon sa specific na platform ng publisher. And finally, we also discuss kung paano tayo magsa-cite effectively doon sa ating papers, mga ating gawa. Okay. Oh, wala na tayo. Mukhang nasagot na lahat ng questions natin sa Q&A po.
Sir Ken, pwede mag-add?
Sige, Sir JF.
Gusto ko lang i-reiterate, no? Susugan ko lang yung sinabi mo about Mendeley. Additional na feature na gusto ko dun sa Mendeley ay, di ba usually kapag nag-download kayo ng journal articles, hindi naman yung title yung nagiging file name niya. Minsan nagiging random numbers, generated numbers, author, something like that. So instead of renaming your materials, your journal articles one by one, kapag nilagay niyo siya sa Mendeley, automatic siyang ine-extract na Mendeley. So kapag nandun siya sa listahan, alam nyo kung anong file ang may ganitong title. Plus, additionally, di ba yung pinakita ni Sir Ken kanina, meron tayong, kumbaga i-add nyo, i-drag nyo yung material papunta dun sa Mendeley. May feature din siya actually na ang gagawin nyo lang ay ifa-follow nung Mendeley yung certain folder nyo sa mismong computer ninyo. Then everything na ilalagay nyo dun sa folder na fina-follow ni Mendeley, automatic niyang ilalagay dun sa Mendeley. So this is very good for those who are writing their thesis and their proposals.
Yes. Which is yun din yung gusto nating itap talaga, or yung one of the main natin talaga dito. Attendees din. Hindi ko pala nasabi, no? Kaya nating i-download yung Mendeley kasi dun sa Easy Proxy. Tapos gagawa lang tayo ng account. Para ilalogin lang natin yung UP Mail account natin. Sobrang powerful ng UP Mail natin. Ang dami nating access. No? Lalo yung mga EngLive stuff natin. Meron bang question dito that we can reiterate para doon sa mga walang access dito sa Zoom? Meron yun, may tanong dito kung paano natin ma-access yung mga books na labas sa engineering. So pwede natin silang i-access via MainLive. Sige, eto Ma'am Sharon, ano daw po yung, although nasabi mo na kanina, no? Ano po yung difference ng Easy Proxy and Open Athens?
Okay. Thank you, Sir Kenneth.
Yes, ma'am.
Sige, pag-usapan muna natin saan sila pareho. Okay.
Sige po.
Pareho silang kumbaga search engine or parang online. Siguro ang familiar sa inyo na word ay OPAC or yung online public access catalog natin. Ano bang silbi ng OPAC? Pag may hinahanap tayo sa isang library, pwede tayong mag-search sa query box ng either title, author, or publisher, mga bibliographic data. And then, sabi nga ni Noe kanina, pwede pa nating i-level up or i-advance search yung query natin as long as we are sure of the data, no? Alam talaga natin kung anong year, anong edition, sino talaga yung author, at saka ano yung specific title. But we can also do parang keyword search lang doon. Okay. So, ang Open Athens ay tanawag nito, lahat ng taga-UP, including other system, other CUs or constituent units, Baguio, Mindanao, Cebu, Manila, Los Baños, ay Open Athens ang gamit. Okay. Kaya lang, ang search ng Open Athens ay per CU lang. You cannot search the collections of UP Los Baños or UP Manila. Kung ano lang yung subscription ng mga UP Diliman, ay yun lang ang masasearch mo per CU. So, yung collections natin sa College of Engineering actually ay nandun din. It's a one-stop search, no, sa Open Athens. Ngayon, bakit meron tayong easy proxy na hiwalay? Okay. Mas nauna kasi tayo eh. Long before na merong Open Athens. Ang Open Athens nagkaroon lang last year. Okay. Ang easy proxy siguro mga 7 years or 8 years ago ay meron na tayong easy proxy. And others find it very convenient. Nasanay ng mga taga-engineering na yun ang gamit nila kasi tayo lang ang may ganyan dati. Kaya mina-maintain natin. But aside from that, well, by the way, lahat din naman ng Open Athens, as much as possible, ilalagay din namin sa easy proxy. Okay. Although minsan pinipili na lang namin yung pang-eng-related talaga. Kasi halimbawa meron namang music. Bakit namin ilalagay sa easy proxy or remote access natin yung tungkol sa music o tungkol sa physical education, di ba? So, ang mga related niyan minsan yung mga IT, mga mathematics, mga physical science, natural science, at saka yung mga pang-general education like yung mga EBSCO, mga ibang tools. Pinipili din naman namin, but make sure that whatever Open Athens have in their database ay inilalagay din natin sa ating easy proxy. Now, the difference. Kagaya ng nasabi ko sa inyo kanina, there are subscribed databases that are for College of Engineering only. So, bakit College of Engineering lang? Medyo masalimyo, pero ikukwento ko na rin sa inyo. Most of our databases or our collections are under subscription. Sa subscription kasi minsan, ang bayad ay nagde-depend sa number of users. So, kung halimbawa diliman access ito, lahat, mas mahal. Kung College of Engineering access lang to, mas mura. So, minsan, pag nagtitipid ang college at ito lang yung kaya ng college bayaran, ang sinusubscribe lang natin ay yung maliit para lang mapagkasya yung pondo natin sa college. But right now, lahat po ay shared sa buong UP Diliman. At except for the e-textbooks.
Yes.
Kasi yung e-textbooks ay e-textbooks lang to para sa mga courses under the College of Engineering. And the faculty wouldn't want to share that to the whole UP Diliman. Kasi may magiging kaagaw kayo. Ibig sabihin nun, imbes na mahiram ninyo, baka taga-ibang college ang makakahiram nun. Hindi ninyo magagamit yon. So, yun yung difference. Parehong search engine siya, na available naman lang ang lahat, except for yung e-textbooks, nandun lang siya sa ating easy proxy or remote access platform.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I
Thank you,
make
Ma'am Sharon.
myself clear,
Yes, ma'am.
Sir Kenneth?
Yes, ma'am. I think yun lang din, parang yung ibang questions kaya nang sagutin po sa chat. And we'd like to reiterate na parang engineering library and actually us as faculty members, we would very much appreciate if you would use yung resources natin because really we're spending millions to have access to these resources. We're actually supported by DOST through ERDP, Engineering Research and Development for Technology program, para maka-access tayo sa sobrang mas marami pang resources. And every year we are in the process of adding titles doon sa ating e-textbooks and even references natin. So I'm not sure if I mentioned earlier, pero kaya ako yung isa sa organizers nito kasi ako yung representative ng MMM sa engineering library.
Yes.
So kami yung nagde-decide kung ano yung mga bibilhin, ano yung i-renew. Yeah. So that's why kanina din, if you have suggestions on titles, you can course it through your instructors. Tapos during the procurement cycle, we can endorse itong mga titles na to. So para alam natin that we're building a library content that really the students and the faculty members will be using. Yeah. Sir JF.
Sir Ken,
Sir.
baka pwede mong bigyan ng idea yung mga viewers natin kung gaano katagal. Let's say, kunyari, meron silang materials na hinahanap na hindi available right now, then ni-request nila through you, no? Gaano katagal bago, if ever man na ma-approve, i-acquire natin siya, gaano katagal bago masama dun sa resources natin yan? Para may idea sila.
Sagutin mo yan, Sir Ken.
Matagal. Parang yung libro na, yung mga books na ipoprocure or subscriptions natin for next year, napag-usapan na, napag-desisyonan na namin noong July. So, kung magsasuggest sila, probably ito ay for the 2023 cycle. So, but, minsan mabait yung ating mga ating publishers. Kung wala tayong access, Ma'am Sharon, pwede ko ba itong sabihin?
Yes, sir.
Ayan, kung wala tayong access, minsan sila, Ma'am Sharon, ay nakikisuyo sa publisher natin. Baka po may copy kayo nito. So, hindi lang doon sa publisher, we have friends from other engineering libraries sa ibang universities. So, minsan may network ang engineering library. You'll be amazed, guys. Ma-amaze kayo kung ano yung lengths na pinagdadaanan ng EngLive natin just so we can have itong mga resources natin. So, kung saaling wala tayong access, try nating email si EngLive and they will also try to look for other options kung saan natin pwedeng i-download.
So kunyari Sir Ken, let's say kunyari merong friend si student A sa Ateneo tapos sabi niya, "Uy, meron kaming ganyang libro. Pwede ba kaming mag-message sa'yo to baka naman pwedeng makahiram or through our library?" Pwede ba yon na manghiram from other library, Ma'am Sharon?
Ayan si Ma'am Sharon.
From other universities?
Yeah. Are you back, Sir JF? I'm glad to see you online. I miss you.
Miss you to, ma'am.
Oo, na-associate ko ang novel sa'yo di mo lang alam. Kaya andyan ang novel dahil sa'yo. At kaya andyan pa rin pala ang novel dahil sa'yo. Anyway, sige. Yes, we do, that's what we call, parang, ang tawag na mental block ako, Sir JF.
May consortium yung EngLives.
Okay. Sige. Yes, we can borrow materials for you from other libraries. For example, we can borrow books from Ateneo or LaSalle. No? Medyo mahirap nga lang ngayon kasi nga dahil sa restrictions natin. But pwede nating silang hilingin na i-scan nila yung part of the book na lang and then i-send nila sa atin. But this can be done only through the faculty. No? Kung halimbawa may estudyante kayo, sir, kayo ang magre-request sa amin kasi yung librarian din ang magre-request dun sa Ateneo. It cannot be the student to student.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So kung may, sabihin lang ninyo kina Sir JF at kay Sir Kenneth kung may mga kailangan kayo na wala sa ating collections. And then we'll try to look for the titles from other libraries. Otherwise, you can inform them and pabili ninyo sa kanila kung sakaling wala yung title sa ating collections. Bibilihin niyo na Sir Kenneth yan.
Yes, ma'am. Pag pinabili though, matagal nga 1 year.
Okay. I will explain. No naman. Siguro the minimum time frame is 4 months and the maximum is 6 months. So, ang style po dito, lalo na sa faculty, ay kung may gusto kayong gagamitin next sem na resource or libro, ay ngayon dapat ay nire-request nyo na. Hindi kung kailan opening of classes ay doon ninyo ipapabili sa amin. Hindi, we have a procurement process na which takes around 4 to 6 months bago ma-deliver yung libro. Ganon yun. But of course, sir, mas mabilis ang e-books.
Yes, ma'am.
So, we're trying our best naman na
yes, ma'am. Opo.
within 4 months.
We really love and we really appreciate po yung efforts ng EngLive. And lalo dahil naging part ako ng committee. No? So I can really see how hands-on EngLive is in terms of doon sa processes ng lahat.
Marami tayong masisipag na librarians, kagaya ni na Lex, ni na Noe. Yan.
Yes.
Kita talaga yung mga, ano yan, talagang masisipag at masigasig maghanap ng mga resources para sa mga estudyante at faculty.
Yes. Okay. I think, Ma'am Sharon, wala na pong questions. Okay, so we'd like to take this opportunity to thank you po. So virtually po palakpakan natin sila Ma'am Sharon, Ma'am Noe, and Ma'am Lex. And we thank them for their time, no?
Thank you.
And thank you also, Sir Kenneth, for initiating this one. Trabaho actually namin to eh, di ba?
Marami pong nagre-request, Ma'am, kaya po isahan na lang.
Opo. At napagaan yung ano namin, trabaho namin dahil host organize ninyo ng ganito.
Yes, ma'am.
We can do this every SEM, Sir Kenneth?
Every SEM.
Yes.
We'll see, ma'am. Or pwedeng itong recording, we'll make it available.
Yes.
But the recording definitely po is available na sa Facebook to. Naka-live po tayo sa Facebook. So, nandun lang to sa timeline ng MMM page. Yeah, pwede po, pwedeng every SEM, tapos we'll discuss different resources. We can highlight different resources every SEM.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Ma'am Sharon.
Okay. Thank you also, Sir Kenneth, and hi, Sir JF. Thank you also to Lex and Noe.
Ma'am Noe po, tsaka si Ma'am Lex. Yan po. Tapos po,
Thank you, Ma'am Noe, Ma'am Lex, and Ma'am Sharon. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you, everyone.
Final na lang kasi ano po, we'd also like to hear your feedback. Dito tayo kukuha ng raffle winners, no? So sa mga nagstay hanggang dito sa part na to ng ating webinar. So you'll win GCash. So si Sir Ricardo yung titingin doon sa ating winners, no? So feedback lang to, ano yung interesting resource that you learned from today's orientation. And kindly indicate your name kasi doon sa ating mentee. Ito ay oops, kailangan po pala siya dapat in next page. Yan. Oops. Kindly indicate your name, no, para pag-raffle ma-acknowledge natin. So we'll give you 5 minutes or masyado yatang matagal 5 minutes. 2 minutes, no? Para po dito sa ating feedback. Kita po ba itong Canva, yung QR code?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Ricardo, do we announce yung winners today? Yung GCash natin?
Yes, sir. Pwede naman po later i-announce. Tapos i-message na lang ako siguro po ng winners.
Para dun sa details, no? Contact number. Tapos na-transfer na lang natin yung GCash. Okay, so while we're waiting for more feedbacks, no, we hope you enjoyed and we hope you find this very interesting. No? Sana may natutunan tayo and naging fruitful yung ating afternoon sa pag-attend natin dito sa Library Resource Orientation. Marami pang resources na hindi na-highlight. No? Kung nakita natin yung page kanina ni Eng Live, sobrang dami nung resources natin. But we hope you can take the time to check yung ibang resources natin. Of course, may mga resources doon na alam naman natin, kung kunyari sa start, may nakasulat doon computer science. So unless yung check natin ay pang ES26 or ES204, we can check yung ibang resources natin. Yan. So may mga announcements po, no? So doon sa mga wala pang accounts, nandiyan yung mga links natin. Yan. So you can already have yung ating remote access, easy proxy. Okay. Let me stop share. Ma'am Sharon, pwede daw bang mag-picture po for
okay.
documentation purposes.
Sige, sir.
Ma'am Lex, lahat po naman dito sa panel, Ma'am
Yan.
Ross, Sir Jeff, Sir Rick, sumama ka na. Oo.
Okay, sir. Okay po, ma'am.
Hey.
Wait lang po.
Yan. Si Noe parang high school, oh.
Si Ma'am Ross po ba? Ma'am Ross?
Ross, are you here? Ayan. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Isa pa. 4. Safe. Para safe tayo. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Yan. So, I also would like to take this time to thank Ricardo for organizing this. So, actually, nakakataranta kapag ito pala sa nakaganitong workshop pala siyang type. Sanay ako dun sa classroom na Zoom type, ma'am.
Thank you din po, Sir Ken, Ma'am Sharon, Ma'am Lex.
Hey,
and
sir. Well organized.
Yan. Sir Rick, wait lang. Ako pala yung
Yes, sir.
makakakita nung ano, no? Nung sa Menti. Paano ka makakapili dito? Should I share?
Pwede rin, sir, kayo na lang, sir, yung mag-randomize ng names.
Okay. Sige. I will randomize. Dali lang po, ha. So yung ating first winner I see si Rene Garin and Emerson Mena. Yan. So, congratulations. Bago natin i-close itong ating Zoom, no? So, paki-chat dito sa ating panel yung full name and yung ating contact number para makapagpadala tayo ng GCash. So, thank you for taking the time. Yeah. Hula, naka-everyone ka. Okay lang. So, naka-everyone siya. It's okay. Yeah, careful lang. I-send nyo lang sa host and panelist. So, we'll also give, ayan, si Emerson. Okay, nag-send na sila. Ayan, congratulations, Rene and Emerson. And for everyone who attended, no, so thank you so much. And if you have other questions, no, pwede tayong mag-chat, email sa ating Eng Live. And again, isang virtual clap para ulit sa Eng Live natin.
Thank you also.
Thank you so much for attending. And I hope we have a fruitful semester. So sana magamit natin yung ating resources. Okay. Thank you po.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you
Ingat
po.
po. Thank you.